with all this traffic crap. You'd think with all of this technology that I could keep a freaking transporter working, but no. You know what? This ends today. You're not a chicken chipotle chimichanga.
What the fuck?
That shouldn't have happened. Maybe the target locking mechanisms need to be recalibrated.
Incoming transmission.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
What am I doing in your lap? And why was I in this position to begin with?
Well, you're not in my lap anymore. You're just now finishing that sentence?
I had to finish my F-bomb or else I get profanity blue balls. Anyway, what the fuck?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just working on my transporter here, and I guess it got Chicago mixed up with chimichanga. Or Chipotle.
Ah, that old mix-up. Happens all the time.
Really?
Hell no, your transporter is a piece of shit.
Oh.
Tell you what, why don't I let you make it up to me? I'm about to start a review, and I only feel like doing about half the work.
It depends. What movie?
The Sixth Day.
But it's not January. Besides, I thought you stopped doing Schwarzenegger month.
Yeah, you're right. Next time we're at a con, I'll just slit your wrists and leave you in a bathtub for housekeeping to find.
All right, Sixth Day it is.
And you're editing. Because I'm a shit stain on the fruit of the looms of life.
Welcome, science fiction fans, to another installment of That Sci-Fi Guy.
And hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. In the year 2000, Columbia and Phoenix Pictures decided to milk the last remaining bit of box office potential out of an aging action hero who was already establishing a pattern of diminishing returns. But since Kevin Costner wasn't available, they went for Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, seriously, look it up.
Like all great works of fiction, our movie opens with a quote from Genesis.
Genesis?
What the hell was that?
Oh, it's just a callback to my search for Spock review. I'm surprised you don't remember it.
I wasn't really paying attention. For me, your Star Trek reviews didn't really turn a corner until later.
Ah, good times, good times.
And what better way to open a science fiction movie than with sports?
This is Johnny Phoenix from the XFL.
Well, I can already tell this movie's about cloning. Artificially duplicating their audience is the only way the XFL could have stayed on the air.
You know, I talk about suspension of disbelief a lot. As a science fiction gentleman, it's kind of my area of expertise. But when you open your movie with a football league that would be dead 6 months after it premieres, yeah, that kind of shits all over suspension of disbelief. The rest of the movie could be awesome, but attaching it to Vince McMahon's ejaculations into the pool of professional football is kind of starting your movie out on the wrong foot.
What?
In addition to being a 5-minute commercial, this scene helps to establish some of the advances that abound in the sooner than you think.
Those heads-up displays are actually kind of cool. When I brought my Google Glass to a football game, I just got my ass kicked. The star player, Johnny Phoenix, is brutally injured.
His 6th cervical vertebra is crushed.
It may not be as bad as you think it is.
And for some reason, they let Merle from The Walking Dead ride along in his ambulance entirely unsupervised. Yeah, because that guy is completely trustworthy.
Sorry, Johnny. You're gonna have to take one for the team.
Meanwhile, it's Arnold's birthday, and he's checking in the mirror for signs of aging, because physical changes magically happen on the exact calendar day. Everybody knows that.
Do I look any different to you?
Nah, the real wrinkles don't come until after your governor.
And then it's time for a very special birthday present from the missus.
Lock the door. Oh, God.
Oh, Tot blocked! But he takes it pretty well, all considering. These scenes really help hammer home that Arnold is actually a good father.
Yeah, they hammer it into unconsciousness. I can't focus on cheesy family moments and commercials about cheesy family moments at the same time.
Sad old Oliver here is helplessly watching a commercial for something called REUPLOAD, a cloning service that can bring back your beloved family pet after it's been taken by old age, or by a 1989 Chrysler LeBaron. Wow, even the dog can see that this is foreshadowing.
Nacho flavored or regular?
I take banana flavored.
Good choice. She was about to say, too bad this is nacho banana, and hit you in the balls again.
Can I have a sim pal for your birthday?
What's a sin pal?
A life-size doll. A make-believe friend.
Whoa, that's creepy. That might not be Bride of Chucky or anything, but that's at least one of his one-night stands. I think we just found the villain of the movie.
You are getting low on milk. Thank you for ordering milk.
You know, the Internet of Everything is cool and all, but Did he just put rotten milk back in the fridge? Throw that shit away, man!
I love how the fridge is smart enough to tell him he's low on milk but can't tell that he's become a rancid, curdled slurry.
We then meet Hank, Arnie's sidekick / hetero life partner, and they head out to work in Hank's self-driving car.
It may not have been OnStar, but the fact that a cheesy turn-of-the-century Arnold movie had the foresight to predict self-driving cars is pretty impressive.
OnStar will now disengage automatic drive. Are you ready?
Yes.
And Hank even uses the appropriate tone for talking to technology.
At work, Arnold gets some sad news.
We had to put Oliver to sleep.
And I'm sure no one saw that coming.
We then get introduced to Hank and Arnold's business, which apparently involves airlifting douchebags to scenic locations and then nearly running into mountains on the way back. Arnold is testing new remote controls, a convenience I'm sure will never come in handy later on in the film at all.
We find out that due to a VIP they'll be transporting, the pilots are going to have to go through a few tests.
Oh, and Drucker's office just called. Guess what? We're all going to be tested for drugs and alcohol.
We're gonna be tested?
Not you guys. It's just us pilots.
Boy, I sure am glad I didn't have to get tested before I took this job. There's this fungus that grows on the dark side of Tau Ceti 4. Shit will have you tripping for days.
No kidding. And hey, you're a science guy. How long do you think it takes for a powdered horse scrotum to leave your system after you smoke it?
Moving on.
Yeah, you better.
The technician walks Arnold and Hank through the test, which actually look a little too painless.
Didn't feel a thing.
Now sign this form, signing your life away. You're in both Hollywood and politics, so this should be nothing new to you.
Now I need to check your vision. Place your chin here. Look straight ahead.
Right here? Mm-hmm. Did you blood test all your pilots?
Pilots, drivers, security people, assistants, basically anyone who comes in contact with Mr. Drucker.
Wait. So that futuristic cyborgy art that we've seen on all the posters is nothing more than him getting his vision tested?
That would be like the Fast and the Furious movies advertising themselves with Vin Diesel at the DMV.
Hank's a swell guy, and apparently a bit of a repet fanboy, so he offers to let Arnold go home while he pilots the VIP Mr. Drucker around.
You know, I could take care of Drucker. That way you could have plenty of time to get Oliver cloned.
They specifically asked for Adam.
Yeah, I know what specifically means. I also know that the bodyguards can't tell the difference. They never got our names.
Oh.
That's true.
This, of course, goes flawlessly.
Arnold then wakes up in a cab, a little confused and befuddled.
I can't tell. Is he drugged, or is this just weird 90s editing?
To be honest, I'm just a little disappointed the cab isn't being driven by some form of Robert Picardo.
Huh? How did I get in this taxi? The door opened. You got in?
Arnold heads into Repet, where he strolls right past the God Botherers.
Save your soul, man. God doesn't want you to go in there.
Don't go in there, man.
Well, the guy shouldn't have killed my dog.
Atheist.
He hears the sales pitch for a few minutes.
Your pet's DNA is extracted from a lock of fur or a drop of blood and then infused on a cellular level into the blank. In the final stage, using Repet's patented cerebral syncording process, all of your pet's thoughts, memories, and instincts are painlessly transplanted via the optic nerve.
But then gets distracted by an even more ghastly scientific abomination.
I might be back.
You'll be back.
So he buys one of these sins against nature and heads home.
I can sing
Go
songs.
to sleep, Cindy.
Would you like to sing with me?
Go to sleep.
You know, not to name drop the special or anything, but this is actually a really excellent example of Uncanny Valley. She's so close to human looking that the subtle imperfections are really off-putting.
Oh, this is beyond Uncanny Valley. This is fucking Freak Show Canyon. That doll looks like the bug from Men in Black if it somehow killed one of the Brady Bunch daughters and wore its skin.
On the way to the door, Arnold psychs himself up to tell his daughter that her precious pooch has passed.
Sarah, sweetie, honey. Oliver had to go to heaven. Why, Daddy? Well, you see, it's because,
That was actually a pretty decent performance. You know, maybe I misjudged Arnold all these years. Maybe he actually is capable of giving a very heartfelt and emotional performance.
Shit, Oliver, why did you have to die?
And the moment has passed.
When he arrives, he finds that Oliver has indeed been repetted, and his birthday party is already in progress, which would be strange enough if it weren't for the fact that he sees himself inside enjoying it.
More importantly, there's another one of those sim pals. Kill it! Kill it with fire!
But he doesn't have long to freak out about this, because he's swiftly approached by the musclier Old Spice guy and a reject from the Matrix.
Arnold's not feeling particularly cooperative, though, and gets stun-gunned for his trouble.
Oops! Cindy fell down
get the doll.
They drag him off, along with the doll for some reason.
I'm Simpal Cindy. What's your name?
But Arnold overpowers them.
Yes, thank God!
I have a boo-boo.
He steals his own car and gets the hell out of there. Unfortunately, Arnold then takes on an unwanted passenger.
Stop the car!
I'm Simpal Cindy. What's your name?
Why do they still have that horrible doll? Is there some sort of importance to the story that I'm not seeing here?
Maybe he wanted to be sure he didn't leave any DNA on it. You know, in case he tested it out. Know what I mean? Huh?
Did you already forget how utterly creepy that doll is?
Hey, a mouth is a mouth. And given his history with maids, would that really surprise you?
Somebody do something about that damn doll!
I have a boo-boo.
Not Trinity gets killed by a stray shot, but the chase is still on.
Tired of being shot at, Arnold remembers that one weird trick to get rid of an armed pursuer.
Yes? You know, for a good guy, Arnold is a bit of a sadistic bastard here.
Merle then uses the pit maneuver, which sends Arnold's car careening into the woods and off a cliff. But Arnold's not out of the game yet. Okay, now he is.
Please, he'll be fine. Arnold has gills. Why else do you think he talks like that?
We cut to a press conference being held by Robert Duvall and some sort of post-super soldier serum Bob Saget.
And just like in far too many Robert Duvall roles, he's playing an old guy in a suit with a high-maintenance wife.
Arnold washes up on shore and, like an actual sane person, he goes to the police. Unfortunately, they are less than helpful.
You stole your own car.
Hello, I'm your court-appointed virtual attorney. You don't have to answer that question. Is my client being officially charged with auto theft?
I didn't steal it. It's mine.
He claims the report was filed by his clone.
I see. Loading the virtual psychiatrist.
Oh, Mr. Gibson. What seems to be the trouble?
They put him in a waiting room while Merle is given a heads up on where he is. Evil Bob Saget's crew decide they have enough time to bring back Not Trinity before they bother to go collect Arnold.
God damn it, son of a bitch!
Yeah, that's about how I wake up every morning.
It's not until Arnold has been hanging around for what seems like hours that he realizes that he's being held against his will.
That's actually pretty slick. Kind of like how it takes you 20 minutes in an Applebee's to realize you're in an Applebee's.
But instead of trying to make a bunch of racket and demand to be let out, Arnold has a different plan.
You know, I think at this point it's in his contract that he has to bust through glass at least once in every movie.
On his way out of the facility, he runs into the goon, previously known as Speed Bump.
You're dead.
No. You're dead.
Fortunately for these guys, they have an unlimited supply of one-up mushrooms.
Try to stay dead this time.
Meanwhile, Hank is coming home to his virtual assistant with benefits.
Oh, Hank. I think it's so sexy when you go right to the chair.
I know you do.
Well, at least it's better than Wookiee porn.
Truly fandom's darkest hour.
Oh, we are excited, aren't we?
Unfortunately for Hank, sexy time is called off by Arnold's arrival.
That's a real gun.
Jeez. How many Arnold movies am I going to be making this joke in?
Knowing he wouldn't believe it otherwise, Arnold takes Hank to see the horrible freak of nature. No, not the doll, not the clone.
Jesus H. Christ, I said get your doll clone, not yourself. Oh, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take my life back.
What, you're gonna kill him?
Why not? He's not real. Plus, there's no law against it.
But Arnie has a change of heart at the last second, and I really don't blame him. I mean, who could bring harm to a face as adorable as that?
That's okay. He shoots his own career in the foot later.
His choice to not commit murder-suicide leads to Arnold and Hank being treated to the world's most awkward peep show.
He's grabbing her ass.
Arnold gets called away by his young daughter, who just wanders around the fucking woods at night unsupervised, I guess. And Hank stays to enjoy the perversion.
Hey, they're smoking your cigar. Now she's smoking something else. They're doing the three-finger Marty. Oh shit, she's doing the salubrious minuet. He's giving her the bipolar Frankenstein. Oh, now they're brimping. Oh, jeez, I gotta tell Adam.
They manage to escape Merle and head back to Hank's place for a bit of relaxation.
What the hell was that?
Nothing.
I felt fingers going for my zipper.
Hank consoles Artie on his self-cuckolded status when, what the fuck?
The dirtbag Merlier kills Hank and pays for it by being Schwarzeneggered.
Why the hell did you kill my friend?
Hank Morgan was a clone.
Hank was no clone.
The real Hank Morgan died this afternoon. I know because I killed him. So I could kill Drucker.
Drucker is not dead. He will be all over the news.
Open your eyes. Dr. Weir. Clone Drucker, Dr. Weir. Clone your friend. Dr. Weir cloned you.
And Dr. Weir cloned your little dog, too.
Merle and Not Trinity arrive, and the dirtbag does himself in to preserve his body odor-scented secrets. Arnold then goes commando, managing to take off Not Trinity's fingers and Merle's leg in the process.
Man, this guy's always losing limbs. I guess by this point he's only mildly annoyed by it.
You're gonna pay! Those are brand new boots!
Arnold uses Not Trinity's dismembered digit to sneak into replacement technologies and get some answers. But he drops the thumb right in front of the security guard and has to play it off. Oh, seems like it's time for an Arnold pun. Wait. Let me guess. I got it. Sorry, I got Butterfingers.
My bad, I dropped thumb thing.
I'm just not used to these things being all digital.
Excuse me, I lost my lady fingers. A light snack for later.
Have you seen my thumb drive?
I think I broke a nail.
More thumbs today.
Oh, the classic. Inside, he finds Dr. Weir.
Vision test.
Only it didn't test your vision, it took your sin coding, an exact picture of your mind. And it took a sample of your DNA, and with those two things, we can clone a person in 2 hours.
Who confirms the dirtbag's story from earlier.
Anti-cloning fundamentalists killed everyone on board.
It should have been me.
Well, we thought it was you. To resurrect Drucker, we had to cover up the accident. We cloned everyone. By the time we figured out you switched places, it was too late.
Weir explains that they have to keep up the idea that Drucker is alive or else he'll lose all of his money, because clones have fewer rights than mimes. He feels sorry for Arnold, I guess, so he gives him Drucker's memory disk.
At the school play, the rolling clones show up to kidnap Arnold's family.
If these dogs do that dumbass trick from Last Action Hero, I'm out of here.
After the requisite, in the future we have automated 911 gag,
You have reached 911 police emergency. Your call is important to us.
It's up to Team Arnold to save the day.
I need your help to get my family back. They are my family.
Eventually.
That's for sleeping with my wife.
After the hard feelings are worked out via deep knuckle application therapy, the Arnold duo start planning out an assault on Drucker's facility. Meanwhile, Weir has discovered that Drucker has been programming fatal genetic defects into the clones in order to control them. And one of those defects just killed Weir's wife.
Weir goes to confront Drucker about it, but evil Bob Saget is not ready to give up this full house.
Oh yeah, sit down. That'll throw him off. The dashingly genius plan begins with a visit by a helicopter that couldn't possibly be a remote piloted distraction.
That's actually not a bad idea. Seeing as apparently they only have 4 people working for this multi-billion-dollar company, Arnold just reduced their defenses by half.
Arnold sneaks in and shoots out all the security cameras, for reasons that I'm sure have nothing to do with the fact that there's 2 of them.
He gets captured by Merle and the gang and is informed of some unfortunate news.
Adam. He's not the clone. You are.
Leading to what is easily the greatest line in the movie.
I suppose you think science is inherently evil.
No, but I think you are.
If you believe that God created man in his own image, then you also believe that God gave man the power to understand evolution, to exploit science. I'm just taking over where God left off.
If you really believe that, then you should clone yourself while you're still alive.
And why's that? So I can understand your unique perspective?
No. So you can go fuck yourself.
I love the dramatic music they use here. It's like they were told they only have 24 hours before the asteroid destroys Earth.
With the help of an industrial rock montage, Arnold is then forced by the Clone Rangers to give up his Austrian accented memories.
Wait, they staged that scene for our benefit. The other one was sitting behind him so we couldn't see him. Look.
But they learn about his ruse too late. The next Schwarzeneggeration manages to escape after the original Sasquatch cuts the power.
Evil Bob Saget is injured by a stray shot by Brad Pitt and makes him pay for it.
There's nothing like a brutal stairfall to punctuate the end of a life of dipshittery. Alas, poor Wily, we knew ye well.
Don't bring it back.
Arnold Prime escapes with his family to the helipad above.
Don't move. My daughter is right inside the door. Now, I don't want to expose her to any graphic violence. She already gets enough of that from the media.
Mostly my movies.
Evil Bob Saget struggles to get his new body de-gooified, while new Arnold hides from Not Trinity in the clone vats.
It's the fart tube.
Not Trinity is picked off and hung out to dry, while Merle gets killed by... water, I guess.
Schwarzenegger makes it to the final boss round as he's face to face with Evil Bob Saget's half-baked meat sack.
When I say you should screw yourself, I didn't mean for you to take it literally.
Actually, it was go fuck yourself, but they're obviously trying to go for the PG-13 rating.
He makes it out of the facility just in time thanks to the help of Arnold Classic.
Typical. The only man Arnold will allow himself to be saved by is Arnold.
In the end, Clonold bids farewell to the family, and the two go into business together.
We hope you enjoy Multiplicity with guns. This was, dare I say it, not as bad a movie as I thought it would be. I mean, okay, it wasn't perfect. Some of the scenes, like Hank's death, really lacked the gravity they should have. There were plenty of scenes blatantly ripped off from Total Recall. And you can probably predict a lot of the action without really putting too much extra data on your sync cord. But overall, I thought it was surprisingly kind of enjoyable.
And other than the fact that the real world was only enjoying the wonders of the XFL for a short period of time, this movie actually did a pretty good job anticipating some of the advancements in technology that we're seeing today. You had Google Glass in the helmets, intelligent refrigerators, the self-driving cars, drones, and it was all wrapped up in a movie that was well thought out and fun. In fact, it wouldn't have even been that corny had it not been for Arnold himself.
But of course, consider the alternative. Oh, Superman's damn my ass.
Until next time, science fiction fans, here's your sci-fi clip of the...
Tell me why the hell I woke up in your closet? By the way, sweet Superman underwear.
Alright, now I know you're fucking with me. I never should have let you edit.
No, I'm just as surprised as you are. I guess maybe the transporter made a copy of you like that time on Next Gen with Riker?
I don't remember recording that. Though I did look particularly sexy that day.
So, what are we gonna do about that? Do my atoms have to choose which critic to inhabit? This better not open up another plot hole.
There's a very simple solution here.
What, cross the streams and transport us both back into one body?
Nope. Coin flip. Heads, he stays here and cleans my house. Tails, I beam him back to your place and he can serve as your sex slave.
Yeah, okay, proceed.
Oh, fuck this shit!
Obtain him!
Oh, shit, wait. Sci-fi clip of the day.
It's good to have you back, Ensign.
Thank you, I think.
Something wrong?
I'm not sure. I mean, this isn't really my ship. And you're not really my captain, and yet you are, and there's no difference. But I know there's a difference. Or is there? It's all a little weird.
Mr. Kim, we're Starfleet officers. Weird is part of the job.